Hey there, Bruins fans! The black and gold take on the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins. We've done pretty well at home recently against Pittsburgh. We're 6-0-1 in the last 7 home games against them. So we had a pretty good feeling that we were going to come out with a W in this one. But I don't think anyone predicted the amount of goals that were going to be scored in this game. Just about ready to drop the puck, Brian Gionta and Nick Holden are both making their Boston Bruins debut. So this is going to be an exciting game, watching 2 new players once again in the lineup. Unfortunately, we do have to start with a Pittsburgh Penguins goal because only 30 seconds after the puck drop, Olli Maatta snipes his 6th goal of the year past Tuukka Rask. But don't worry, because only seconds later, Rick Nash tosses it on net where Krejci is crashing, takes out the net, but the goal's going to count. David Krejci grabs his 12th goal of the season. About a minute after Sweet Hands David Krejci grabs his goal, David Pastrnak finds the puck on his stick, sends it on to Smith. DeSmith can't find it, and it rolls in for a goal. You know, there's going to be a lot of goals, so we should get this part out of the way now. Let's move on to the Bruins power play, where Torrey Krug sent a beautiful slap pass over to Rick Nash, who just taps it in nice and easy for his 20th goal of the season. We're about halfway through the first period now, and former Bruin Phil Kessel has the puck, decides to put down the Twinkies and snipe it short side against Tuukka Rask for his 27th goal of the year. There's a pretty long list of goaltenders who can handle the puck well. Legends like Brodeur, even some current goalies like Mike Smith are really good at sending up a great first pass or making it a little easier on their D pairs. You know who's not on that list? Tristan Jarry. Sends it up the wall right onto the tape of Brian Gionta, who gives it over to center David Backes, who snipes it far side for his 11th goal of the season. Gionta gets an assist on it. It's his first point as a Bruin in his very first game as a Bruin. Only 3 minutes remaining in this wacky first period, but we're not done yet. Torrey Krug sends an absolute bomb past Tristan Jarry for his 11th goal of the season. Shortly after Torrey Krug's blast from the point, Carter Rowney of the Pittsburgh Penguins tries to join in on all the fun. Figures he might try kicking it in. They're not having a lot of puck luck shooting it, but you can't do that in the NHL. No goal. Only 5 seconds remaining in a period that seems like it's lasted a decade. Riley Sheahan coming into the zone. He looks like he's going to try and tee one up to beat the clock. Tuukka Rask goes, "You don't have time to shoot that." With 2.2 seconds to go, Riley Sheahan snipes his 9th of the year past Tuukka Rask. Just try not to let any more easy ones like that in, Tuukka, and I think we should be fine. We start the second period with Boston leading 5-3. We're on a power play. Nick Holden running the point, sends a beautiful pass right on the tape of good old Sweet Hands David Krejci. Puts it in for his 2nd of the game, 13th goal of the season. That's the first point for Nick Holden in a Boston Bruins uniform as he assists on that power play goal. 5 minutes into the second period, the Boston Bruins are on a power play once again. Charlie McAvoy sends a shot from the point. Brian Gionta finds the rebound, gives a nice pass over to Sweet Hands David Krejci. Forehand, backhand, top shelf over Tristan Jarry for his 3rd of the game, 14th of the season. That's a hat trick. Yippee! David Krejci gets his 4th career hat trick. Confession time, folks. I really got to be honest with you here. I am not the biggest David Krejci fan. In fact, that's how he got his name, Sweet Hands. Everyone's always telling me how skilled he is with the puck. He can shoot, pass, do anything. Led the playoffs in scoring way back when. I don't know. He makes $7.5 million. I just feel like you should do a little more than what David Krejci does. But I must say this was one heck of a game. I think he's really stepped up lately. I thought Jake DeBrusk has brought a new energy to his game. And I think Rick Nash is the absolute perfect winger for David Krejci. And they never really replaced Lucic and Horton. So I can't blame Krejci for his stats dropping off a little bit. You go from having 2 elite wingers to Matt Bolesky and Jimmy Hayes. So I understand that part, but I mean, okay, I confess, he had a good game. We'll leave it at that. Still not a huge fan. I would love him if he made $4 million, but it's just not that kind of game. So it makes 7.5, and boy, did he make the best of it tonight. 2 minutes remaining in the second period, Nick Holden sends David Pastrnak up the ice. Pastrnak showing us why he's going to be an all-star in this league. Almost gets a scoring chance past Tristan Jarry, isn't able to get it, but stays in front of the net. Somehow it gets back to the captain, who decides he's going to join in on the fun. Big Z dangling into the zone, sends it over to Pastrnak, who's still in front of the net, tips in about the easiest goal you'll ever score in your entire career. 23rd of the season for David Pastrnak, and a big group hug with Big Z. Let's go ahead and start the third period. Not too much happened in this period. The Penguins were getting frustrated because they're getting dominated by Boston. There was a couple scraps here and there. The only goal we saw was an Olli Mata shot bouncing off of Riley Nash and into the net. Second of the game for Mata, 7th goal of the season. Derek Brassard did get an assist on this goal, and that's his first point as a Pittsburgh Penguin. But who cares about that, because the final score is 8-4 Boston Bruins. The Boston Bruins showed us once again why they are an elite team in this league. They were just piling on the goals, and fans left happy without their hats. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a like and make sure you subscribe down below.